our team currently. That's all I can say about it. I hope you understand.
Questions?
Mike, you guys don't take the lead tonight until 2:58 left in the game.
Incredible.
And then they finish. Just what did it take for this team, not only to finish like they did, but I mean,
Yeah.
to keep up through that and put themselves in a position to finish it like they did?
Resilience, mental toughness, a little bit of poise, need a lot more poise. First press, once it's in, and also dead ball press attack. So many things to improve upon. But really proud of the fight down the stretch. The confidence and swagger offensively. Carry Oquendo, I thought he was fantastic. Made huge plays. Braylon only gets 12, but was doubled pretty consistently. I thought he made good decisions. Played in traffic a lot, only had 2 turnovers as we tried to pound it to him as much as possible. I thought Jalen was good in the first half, good in the second half. Hit a little lefty runner that was a pretty crucial basket. The timing of that basket was very important for us. Terry drew fouls, goes 5 of 10, but his biggest assist, of course, 6 assists, 2 turnovers, continuing to spread out that assist turnover margin. A lot of things that we didn't do very well, but that said, Chattanooga is really good. They're going to have a real chance, in my opinion, to play in the NCAA tournament. I don't know their league as well as I should. I don't want to say something crazy, but execute really well, incredibly tough, poised, space you. Stevens is such a handful, both offensively and defensively. We decided to double him for most of the night, which put us in rotations, and they all shoot it. Didn't realize how well they passed it until you see it live, but the way they zip that thing around from multiple positions is fun to watch if you're a fan, not so fun to watch if you're playing against them.
How difficult has it been for this team to learn, like you said, how to finish games like this? Y'all almost did it against Georgia Tech, had some things kind of go wrong at the very end.
Yep.
But tonight was a different kind of a flip to that. Y'all did the right things here in the final minute plus.
Not all the right things, but I thought that just the intestinal fortitude down the stretch, just the sitting in the body language, we're going to get a stop. Had some defensive swagger, which you need against a team that's that difficult to defend, which you want every day in practice, whether you're playing against each other or playing against anyone. Period. Let's compete. Offensively, getting to the foul line, late, converting at the foul line. We continue to do that at a pretty high clip. Much better free throw shooting team than we were early on. Assist turnover ratio, 12 to 11. You want it to be 16 to 8. The better teams, obviously, that's what they are. But that said, what have we played? We played 12 the first 6 games. It was ugly. That number was ugly. In the last 6, it's been a lot better. So we're improving in that category as well.
What do you feel like changed as far as defending their 3-point shooting in that second half?
Oh man, I don't feel like we ever defended the 3 really well, honestly. We tried certain possessions coming out of timeouts when we were switching off the ball. We tried some we were only switching on the ball. We tried possessions and runs, especially late where we switched everything. And with us, which can make it a little bit confusing, especially until we get to February, who of the 11, 12 guys we're playing, who's going to be playing in the last 4, 5, 6 minutes? What are their strengths offensively, defensively? Who we trying to throw it to? It's becoming a little bit more clear offensively. Defensively for us, we'll continue to search, but with a couple lineups out there, I thought we had some success with a lot of switching, which hopefully slowed down their tempo and their ability to execute. Had a miscue there with the Stevens open 3 at the top of the key, which was supposed to be a switch. So our attention to detail, our level of communication was a C+. It's got to get to an A, and then it's got to be maintained there.
You touched on body language. Is there something else about the body language you're seeing on the court from the players just maybe seem a little more confident overall right now, or is it still, just maybe certain situations they are, others are not?
Yeah, I think that early on, I'm not sure we were as confident in ourselves as young people that we could get it done. And I think that if we had come up on the short end against Notre Dame, I'm not sure we would have won this game. I think that gave us a boost. I think we talked about it, whether that was yesterday or the day before, it all runs together. But that was a boost for us. And I think that as a head coach, I was probably a little bit more rattled than our guys, mid-second half. Like, we're not, we've got to execute better. That's not the right shot. And it was a late rotation there. And our guys had a sense of, we're going to figure this out. We're going to get some stops down the stretch. And we did.
I guess as a coach, how much do you enjoy seeing your team tested like that, especially in the non-conference, before you have to go into SEC play?
I'd much rather learn from a win than a loss, of course. I'd love for us to continue to be tested. That could have gone either way, really, really easily. So I don't know how much I like that our details were not quite there on certain possessions as often as they were, of course, but we'll continue to learn from them. But we would have either way, after a loss, we would have watched the same clips. We'll continue to do that and drill these guys in practice. And it's a good practice team. It's a team that just continues to improve with whatever we're working with, whatever the area of emphasis is. For the most part, these guys really work at it and embrace growth. So we'll get ready for the practice on the 26th as we prep for a good Rider team.
2 more questions.
And just from the standpoint of following up the Notre Dame win with a win today, how important was that aspect of it?
Oh, huge. This was whatever cliche you want to throw out there. It's right before Christmas. Chattanooga's coming off a game at home that they had every chance to win. The game before that, they end Middle's home winning streak. They can compete with anybody in the country, and we're coming off our biggest win of the year, hands down. Other distraction. This was one that we were very on edge for as a staff. Chattanooga certainly had all of our attention, and they're going to win a bunch of games.